I said he doesn't like the United States. He does not pull for the country, and we know from the evidence that that is highly likely to be true.
Who does he like? You gotta like somebody in life.
He likes Russia. He likes Belarus. He likes North Korea.
He likes North Korea.
He doesn't like soldiers. He told General Kelly that soldiers were fools. He did everything good to get out of the draft. He says the country is fat slobs. He says his own people are poorly educated. He doesn't like our laws. He doesn't like...
Donald Trump just blew a gasket, and no, it wasn't over a cheeseburger shortage. James Carville just dropped a brutal truth bomb about Elon Musk, and now Trump's pacing Mar-a-Lago like it's the final boss level in a Twitter feud. What did Carville say that's got Elon looking like he forgot how to launch rockets and Trump yelling louder than a MAGA hat at a pride parade? Buckle up, because this ride's juicier than a Kardashian group chat. Donald Trump is furious again, and this time it's not because someone took the last Diet Coke from the West Wing fridge. No, he's redder than his signature tie because James Carville, the bald-headed political grenade with a Louisiana drawl and zero chill, has lobbed a truth bomb so
Obviously the most powerful person in the federal government. The tentacles are all over the Republican Party. I think he gave him $300 million. And Mr. Musk has a surrogate program. He has 14 kids right now. And he is offering, I don't know, you got to look it up, hundreds of dollars.
Spicy, so savage, that Trump is allegedly pacing Mar-a-Lago like a rooster who just found out the henhouse has a new landlord named Elon Musk. James Carville isn't just a Democratic strategist. He's a walking, talking truth cannon with a Louisiana drawl and a glare that could melt steel. If political spin were a sport, Carville would be the grizzled veteran coach who chain smokes through halftime, throws a clipboard at the wall, and somehow wins every game. And while most strategists fade into the DC wallpaper after their golden era, Carville is still out here raising hell like it's Mardi Gras, and someone insulted his mama's gumbo. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe. He's the rare Democrat who will torch his own party if they veer too far in.
By the way, I think 8, I want to be very careful here, of his 14 kids that we know about. I think some people speculate there's a lot more than that. Were part of the IVF, in vitro fertilization, but that's really against the Catholic Church. We cannot, except with Elon Musk.
Into what he calls faculty lounge politics. If your platform includes banning gas stoves and making everyone read Marxist slam poetry, Carville's going to drag you on national TV and tell you to sit down and eat your grits. But don't mistake his self-criticism for weakness. He saves his most blistering takedowns for the GOP and their most flamboyant cult leaders, namely one Donald J. Trump and his occasional sidekick, Elon Space Dad. Musk Carville's superpower, he makes political commentary sound like bar talk after 3 hurricanes and a crawfish boil he doesn't critique. He rips you a new one while calling you sugar, and somehow referencing both Karl Rove and Bourbon Street in the same sentence. And when Carville goes after someone, it's not just a jab, it's a full-blown political exorcism. So when Carl recently fired off at Elon Musk, calling him a threat to democracy, it wasn't a polite finger wag. It was a backwoods sermon, delivered with the fiery conviction of a man who spent the past 3 decades
going up since Trump has taken office. And the people like the idea of getting rid of government inefficiency? Sure they do. The people like the idea of cutting the CDC or the NIH or customs enforcement or anything like that? Of course they don't. And they're making a huge miscalculation.
Deep in America's electoral septic tank. And that kind of call-out, oh, it absolutely triggered Trump, because if there's one thing Trump hates more than losing, it's someone smarter than him getting the spotlight for calling out one of his billionaire BFFs on the other side. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and that social media platform formerly known as Twitter, now named after the worst letter in Wheel of Fortune X Musk, is the billionaire who's part Iron Man, part Bond villain, and part Reddit thread that came to life. So what did Carville say to ignite Trump's latest meltdown? Well, he basically suggested that Elon Musk isn't just a quirky tech bro with a flamethrower fetish. He might actually be a serious threat to democracy. You know, no biggie, just casually accusing the richest man in the world of turning his social media playground into a digital breeding ground for chaos. Conspiracy and people who think the Earth is flat but somehow still believe in Crypto Q Trump, who has a PhD in overreactions and a minor in Twitter tantrums, apparently took Carville's comments as a personal assault. Which is weird because when you think about it, Carville wasn't even aiming at Trump. But in Trump's world, every spotlight not on him is an act of war. It's like watching a reality TV star try to stay relevant in a show he got kicked off 2 seasons ago. Trump sprang into action faster than you can say Truth Social glitch reports suggest he went on a tear, allegedly calling Carville a washed-up political hack and possibly accusing him of being jealous of Musk's brain, bank account, and bizarre baby names. But here's the plot twist. Trump and Musk, their bromance has always been shaky at best. 1 minute Trump is praising Musk for building electric cars that conservatives only like. Because they're not made in China the next, he's throwing shade because Elon didn't come to one of his rallies or refused to endorse his candidacy in between launching rockets and memeing about Dogecoin. And Trump doesn't like disloyalty in Trump's universe. Loyalty is the #1 currency right next to gold toilets and golf trophies. So Carville's jab at Musk might have struck a nerve, because deep down Trump isn't just mad about the insult to his fellow rich guy, he's nervous that Elon, who now owns a social media platform with more bots than a Star Wars movie, might not be the mouthpiece. Trump hoped for heading into another election season because